Congratulations with the Icon honor. What do you think is the most iconic thing about you?
What a big question.
What a big question. I'm like, that's a big one. What is the most iconic thing about me? Geez, I mean, in my home, it means something totally different because I'm like the mom of the household. Like, I feel like the icon there. But, you know, I think maybe such a long career. I think figuring out a way to navigate the waters of, you know, a 25, almost 30-year career is quite iconic. Like, I got to be a really impactful part of people's childhood, and now am kind of stepping into this part of my life and owning that and resonating with people and meeting them where we are now, and that feels just like completely moving for me and like such a badge of honor that I've been welcomed with open arms and received, you know, the way that I have. So that, I think, maybe is the most iconic thing.
Yeah, I love you. And Nicole, Richie, writing your profile, tell me about your bond. How far does that go back?
You know, Nicole and Joel moved into our neighborhood about 6 or 7 years ago, and we started like hiking and walking dogs together. And my neighbor, who's like 2 doors down, has been friends with Nicole her whole life, and so we started like hanging on weekends and drinking wine and cooking dinners. And obviously Joel and I go way back, but you know, kind of having them be a part of our lives like happened really naturally because we became neighbors, and they're just the best, and we love them. And you know, to hear, I was saying earlier, just to hear, first of all, to take the time to write something, you know, and take space out of your life is so meaningful, and to hear what they say and they come up with when you're not like looking or around is like really moving.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. It was gorgeous. Thank you so much for your time. And can I just ask who you're wearing this evening?
I'm wearing a designer who's been on my mood board for a very long time named Anna October, and it's very like 90s slip dress chic, and I love a cape, so yeah.
You look beautiful.
Thank you,
Hilary.
Thank
So
you
nice to meet you.
So, who are you wearing this evening?
Francesco Scanamilio. Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
And how heavy do you think this dress is?
No, I'm not joking you, guys. This dress, like, I can't explain. It's a ton of weight. But I'll do anything for fashion.
You look absolutely stunning in it. Does this match the Birkin bag?
Everything matches the Birkin bag. Everything. That Birkin bag is my baby.
How is life post Birkin? Do we have a cleaning ritual? Is it behind like a glass dome? What are we looking at?
She's well wrapped up, yeah, but she comes out a lot, you know. I enjoy her. She's very beautiful, so I do wear her a lot of the time. And weirdly, people stop me wanting pictures of the Birkin. Can you believe that? No. If they're getting pictures with me, they want the Birkin in it. Maybe the Birkin needs its own Instagram page. I don't know. Yeah.
You have the most beautiful, beautiful voice. Are you a singer as well? Just you have such a beautiful natural accent.
I'm not a singer. No. Weirdly, I sang in Wembley Stadium. Yeah. Straight after I did I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, because I sang a Celine Dion song. Blank. What song did I sing? Oh, no. It's All Coming Back to Me. It's not coming back to me, is it? Yeah. And yeah, I probably murdered. I scream more than I sing, but I do try my hardest. You know, I love karaoke. What's your karaoke song? It's always Celine and Whitney. I pick the ballads, thinking that I'm like, yeah, yeah.
Well, okay, so maybe not for the singing right now, but we do have Dancing with the Stars coming up, which is so exciting. Who are you exciting? Who are you looking forward to being partnered with?
I hope it's Mark. Because we know each other. I feel like he'd be patient. I mean, I don't know. I've never seen Mark angry or like frustrated. So I don't really know. But I just know that, I don't know, he's great. We get on very well. So I feel like we would have a lot of fun. And that's one thing. I want to work hard, but I also want to have so much fun, you know?
Where are we in the prep right now?
No prep. No prep. No, I'm trying to relax because I know how hard it's going to be. I say relax, I'm like non-stop working, but yeah, I don't know. What can you do? Stretch? Really? Yeah, maybe.
Listen, I'm not a dancer. I don't know.
I don't know, maybe I'll do a few more days in the gym every week just to strengthen up a bit, you know?
When you found out that you were receiving this honor, I was actually speaking with Zoe Saldaña, and she said it took her a while to accept and to be proud of herself. How did you receive the news, and how do you get over that, imposter syndrome, or the minute where you're just like, I'm not iconic, why me?
I think exactly, right? I can't. I don't even know. But I think that's sort of the artist way. It's like, when you love a creative, field like acting or directing, writing, something like that, everything's sort of new. You're always coming at something different, and every project's a new project, and some are going to work, and some aren't, and some are going to be huge successes, and then you're going to have enormous failures. So I think the second you accept icon status or that kind of status, you might lose a little spark of what that newness of to create, or that risk, or the fear, and that kind of gets the creative juices flowing, so to speak, Yeah. So I think it's actually a good thing for artists to stay in that, I don't know how I got here,
And really quick.
But I was so excited. When I heard, I was like, same. You're sort of like, whoa, really? And then you're just like, this is going to be so fun. It's such an honor.
My favorite movie of yours is Bride Wars. I know we're making it into a series.
Oh.
Are you involved in it at all?
No, I am not. Didn't even know about it.
I was going to say, do you keep in touch with Anne?
Oh, yeah. And it's fun because she's doing press for that, and I'm doing press for my show Running Point right now. So everywhere I'm going, I just got a note from her. So we're kind of crossing paths right now. And then Justin Theroux, who's in Running Point, is also in Devil Wears Prada. So
New dad.
I know, new dad. I know, it's so exciting.
Thank you so much. Thank
Okay,
you. Have a great evening. I feel like just such a special evening to be celebrated, not only for your incredible work, but among all of these people who are at the top of their field.
Absolutely. I mean, this is such an amazing group of people, so I feel like we'll be leaving feeling very inspired.
Is there anybody that the two of you are hoping to run into tonight?
Oh, that's a good question. I have my answer. Do you have yours?
I mean, I'm just happy to be in the building. I'm not sure who's going to be here, so it's all a surprise to me.
I'm excited to see Alyssa Liu. I haven't met her yet, but love her to death, so hoping she shows up tonight.
Met Alyssa Liu, yeah?
We were in different villages, so we didn't get to cross paths. Yeah.
Do you have a question for her in case she comes over? We can let her know that you're roaming the halls looking for her.
I don't think I have a question. I'm curious, hi, how are you? What's going on? Yeah.
It's incredible to receive this honor, but then to be able to just read such beautiful words written about you and the impact that you've had. How did it feel when you opened up that profile and you just heart pouring out in that moment?
Oh my gosh, I love Suni so much. She's my sister, so obviously was super grateful that she wrote me such a heartfelt, sweet, thoughtful article. But shout out to her. Is she coming tonight?
You're going to text her right now.
I'm seeing her tomorrow for matcha, so I'll have a catch up with her tomorrow. Yeah.
And quickly before you go, may I ask who you're wearing this evening?
That's a really good question.
Okay, how does it make you feel?
It makes me feel gorgeous. I love this dress so much. And he likes it too, I think.
It should make you feel gorgeous.
Yeah.
First, want to break down this beautiful cover.
Oh, wow.
What do you remember about shooting this day?
I remember Mark Seliger is this awesome photographer. I've known him since I was very, very young, and we've worked together. It had been a minute since we've seen each other, and knowing that I was in his hands made me feel, beautiful, and it made me feel really relaxed. It is a big honor. A lot of doubt clouds me sometimes when I was chosen to be a part of this. That question of why me? Okay, what does this mean? And then to be given that title of a Titan, it just it's a wonderful honor. And I guess you're so used to the hustle and always pushing day by day that these events remind you to stop and to look back and safely and comfortably and rejoice in the fact that you've been here. I've been here all along, and others have been here with me, and we're all celebrating together. And this time I feel celebrated and I feel safe to be grateful and enjoy it and be present. Yeah.
Proud of it, of everything you've done.
James Cameron wrote the most beautiful profile for you. I mean, I know this bond goes back so far, but just if you could share one anecdote about the two of you, your working relationship.
It's so funny. Like, I have to act cool all the time because he's my friend. The fact that I call James Cameron a friend, that I call him a mentor, a boss, a partner, is incredible. That I learned so much from him, and that he feels that he's learned from us too, guiding us and allowed us to guide him. It's a wonderful honor. So for me, what I treasure the most are just the relationships and the bonds that I'm able to make with wonderful human beings that teach me so much and allow me to teach them. You know, that make me feel that I have something to contribute. And when he writes such a beautiful anecdote like that, it just makes me feel really honored and very special and very humbled.
I do find it cute that you have the Titan Award and, of course, Titanic. Do you remember the first time you watched that movie?
Yeah, I mean, I think I went with like a boyfriend and I think so, or I went with my sisters, and I just remember being absolutely transfixed when I saw that movie and totally heartbroken. So it's the kind of film that I think I watch once every 7 years. I just, other than that, I can't stomach it. I don't have the heart for it. It crushes me all the time, but it's so beautiful.
And who are you wearing tonight?
Givenchy.
Givenchy? Love it. Thank you so much.
I need to ask, where does this rank between hosting the Golden Globes, Time 100, and getting a pasta box from Leonardo?
I mean, that was insane that day that I got the note from Leo. It was just so nice. Like, you just don't expect that from him. I think you just like kind of assume how some people are and how they operate, and how just to get like a little handwritten note from him saying you killed, thank you so much. Something I read it once and like blacked out. His number wasn't on it, and that's all I do remember. But no, it was just so sweet. Like, it was just it meant that he like enjoyed the joke, he had a good time, and like has a great sense of humor, which is like always, I've loved him forever, and it just meant so much to like a younger version of myself, which, I mean, I really loved One Battle. I loved it, but I mean, where I've like fell in love with him was Romeo and Juliet. Yeah, which I think he was underage, but at the time I was too, so that was appropriate. But yeah, just like him peering through the aquarium. I do that every time at the dentist's office. I like, there's an aquarium. I just do the Claire Danes, like maybe I'm looking for him. Yeah, that was it. Like, I remember things in my body. Like, it was 8th grade, and it was like, what am I feeling right now? Like, I'm obsessed with this guy, and so he was like my first like celebrity crush. So it's full circle. And then of course Titanic, yeah. And then what else? I mean, the one where he's the guy that is like lying the whole time, and he's running. Yeah, Catch Me If You Can. Oh no, and Departed. Oh. That do the whole time. Departed, where he shows up at her apartment and then they end up hooking up. I have watched just that scene so many times. It gets the engine going. It's so hot. Go watch it. There's like a version on YouTube that's like overdubbed in like Spanish, but like the captions are there. Most of the views on it are mine. Oh my God. I mean, Taylor Swift, of course. Tate McRae. That was pretty much it. Yeah, I was just. Yeah, this was a great day of my life shooting this. It was so fun. There was a girl there that was like doing the poses to like kind of, test the camera before I got there. And I would walk in and she would just like, she looked like she should be on the cover. So I was a little bit triggered by that. And I was like, can you not be so pretty and good at this? So I was really just copying another girl who posed for this. But it's such an honor. I'm going to keep this. Thank you so much. I don't have one yet.
You have a beautiful award in honor of the icon. Honor.
I don't know. Doesn't that just mean you're old? I don't know. It means you've been around a long time.
I think it means that you've done enough things to inspire other people throughout your life, which is a beautiful badge of honor. This might sound a little silly, but what do you think is the most iconic quality about you?
I don't think like that, but I do think that's what we're here to do, is influence each other and call forth our best self. Like the best friend you can have is the one that enhances your character. He brings out the best in you. Those are the people we look for in our love lives and our friends, is people that make us be our best self. And I have so many people in my life that do that for me, and I'd like to be that for other people. That so I can't imagine how to answer your question for real.
Yeah.
Couldn't begin to.
When you were getting ready tonight and putting on the tie, what was going through your mind? What parts of your career? What were flashing through your mind?
What went through my mind is whether I was tying my tie right, and whether or not I looked like an idiot, and when did my beard go gray. Those are the kind of things that were really going through my mind. I've kind of, funnily enough, the first time I was ever at this event, I'd written a piece for Sir Tom Stoppard, who just passed away. And so I was thinking a lot about that. And I wrote one for Richard Linklater, and I wrote one for James McBride. So I feel kind of excited to be here on my own merits, not just writing about other people.
Yeah, and have all these beautiful words written about you, too, because you don't know who does your profile until
it's published.
Until it's published.
Yeah,
so
it's cool.
What was your reaction to it?
Oh, my heart burst out. Laura Linney and I, we made our, I don't know if it was her Broadway debut, it was mine. And so I'd known her since I was 20 years old. So to have her still watching my back, and she's one of the great talents of my generation. So, and also I take her as an actor extremely seriously. I really admire her. So her opinion means a lot to me.
Yeah, absolutely. What is the best part about being a father-in-law now?
The best part of being a father-in-law is that my daughter is so happy. I could not wish for anything beyond that.
Yeah. I know that we talked about this before. It might a little bit silly here, but you've done so many iconic movies, but I was flabbergasted to find out that you had also had auditioned for Titanic. What do you remember about that experience?
What do I remember about it? I remember blowing my audition.
Wow.
Well, I didn't get the part, clearly. But, one thing about living a little while is that these things all start to seem meant to be. That was meant to be DiCaprio's role. That was obviously the universe wanted that to happen. He's had such an astonishing career. He's one of my favorite actors of all time. He's been an absolute leader in our field. And so I just look at it fondly now.
Oh, I love to hear that. Well, perspective is everything. You would have been great, though, as you are in everything, per usual.